Hello everyone, Per7 here, back with some more Bloons Tower Defense 6, doing my first collab on the channel with Jonanzo. You'd like to say hi?
Hi everyone, I'm Jonanzo and I'm the collab partner with Person 87.
Yep, so we got Winter Park Impoppable. Maybe go up to 100 rounds, see if we can do this. What hero did you bring? Because I brought Etienne. I figured Global Kino Detection probably pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to start off with this.
Alright, I always like to start with the hero here, so...
I can send you some cash just because I already got down Dart Sub and I think that beats round 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hero down in the corner.
Sada, nice choice, nice choice. Can have an easy early game.
I like the skins.
That is, yeah, I like Viking Sada. Viking Sada is a really good skin. My favorite hero skin has to be the Galaxy one. That's a really nice skin.
And it basically matches the axe skins on the Bloons.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, I completely forgot I have that enabled. Like, I bought this a long time ago for Halloween, and I just never really disabled it. So I just kept it.
It's so cool.
It is a really cool skin. So what strategy do you want to do for 100 rounds?
I prefer the Ninja Alchemist.
Ninja Alch.
Strategy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So do you want to go
with
for,
the village?
A village? So do you want to go for like Grandmaster Ninja? Go for the tier 5?
Yeah. 502.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Sounds solid. Does sound pretty solid. Oh, I think about it.
Looks great so far.
Yeah, it does. I probably should have brought Ben instead of Etienne now that I think about it. But oh well. I'll get Etienne like right here, right next to the sub.
Oh my god, that's cool skin.
Yeah, you know, all the space theme skins have been really great in like BCD6. Like, you know, the Void Dora skin, the Etienne skin, the Galaxy skin, all the like space themed ones have been phenomenal. They're like some of my favorite in the game.
I haven't tried any of those yet.
I do recommend them. Galaxy is my favorite skin, although I don't really use Azili really too often.
I have tried Exili 1 or 2 times only, I think, but I haven't tried her with the skin.
So I'm gonna get farm down just because why not? Put that right there.
I'm going 5-0 Alchemist there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, getting that permanent brew on Alchemist. So whilst we're I guess kind of waiting for the real game to start, do you want to talk about your channel? You know, maybe like advertise yourself a little bit. Like, what do you do? What's your channel about? That's obviously about BT6, but like, what can people expect from your channel?
They can expect a lot of funny moods that my mother Graham Cracker making for me, and it will be a lot of guides for future updates on Melon Loader and stuff like that. And it's often about different mods. So that's what you can expect from my channel. A lot of funny moments and highlight
Yeah, and I also
of
saw that
different type of mods.
you do upload, you know, pretty frequently, pretty active in the
Yeah,
YouTube community. Yeah.
yeah, uploading new video every day. If nothing interrupt my real life, so
That's good. That's
I've
good.
always been. I always had a huge passion for making videos. I started when I was 12, 13 years old. So, and the tower defense games was something I got introduced for when I was very young, in very young age. So this is very nostalgic for me.
Yeah, same here. BTD Bloons Tower Defense 3 was like the first tower defense game that I remember playing, and like ever since I played that, I have loved every game since then. I think like Bloons Tower Defense 4 is most definitely like the game I played kind of the most, you know, just like growing up and doing all that. So that's kind of where my love of BTD 6 came from, was playing, you know, like BTD 4 like, you know, way back in the day. So, you know, playing this, it's like, I don't know, I just kind of feel it's like surprising to me seeing how far BTD has come like as a series.
Yeah, I agree. The first game I was playing wasn't Bloons at all. In general, it was a name on it was Flash Element TD. It was a Flash game with tower defense situation with less tower than this. It was like 7 or 8 towers or something. And after I played that a lot, I come across the first Bloon game, I think it was, and that got me into the Bloons games
Yeah.
from the start.
Yeah, same here. And also it's like for like YouTubing myself, I actually did start being a YouTuber like way back. I think I was like 10, maybe like 11 when I first started. I did do it on a different channel, not this one. The videos are long gone, so it's unfortunate. But I mean, I did start doing YouTube, and I uploaded like 5 videos before I just kind of stopped for really no reason in particular. I really do feel like I should have kept going with that. But, you know, in recent years, you know, watching other people do it, I was like, why can't I, you know? And so I've been having a lot of fun, you know, like editing, uploading, thumbnail making, doing all that stuff. And so I just kind of just kept going and never really looked back. That was just kind of my story with, just like a very shortened version of like my story doing Bloons.
I see. So it's like, when I come across Bloons Tower Defense 6 in the later part, I think that was when it was released, I think. Because the old Bloon games was Flash, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were Flash games, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I come across them when there was Flash in the old days.
Yeah, that was kind of same here. It is a shame that we no longer have Flash games available. That is pretty sad.
Yeah, it actually is. I just saving up money.
And I'm gonna get
Currently.
some
I think
shinobis around your ninja just to help out.
I can probably start building some banana farms down here. I'll probably get out of farm as well. I have so many of the farmers.
I bet you do.
I forgot to mention that I also you can expect from my channel when I'm doing some different experiments with testing how strong different type of towers is. Like some videos are testing how strong only the ice monkeys only the Ice Monkey with no other towers and stuff to see how many rounds I actually can get with it. So now I have managed it.
Nice, nice. 63, round 63 is
Yeah,
coming
what
up
is not
soon.
good.
Yeah. What do you want to do for that? Do you want to get like recursive clusters or something? Alright, let me slow the game down so you have time to think.
Okay, class of coasters.
Alright, let me get a bomb like right next to the dart monkey, and I think one should hopefully be enough, maybe. And I'll guess so.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Then I'll get like a glue hose just to slow everything down, just to make sure we're safe for that round.
You could also go for one when it comes to the mobs and stuff, the mob assassin or the mob eliminator.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Guess.
Mob eliminator basically means that we win around 100, so that's always pretty good.
Let me see. I think I'm going for upgrading the banana farms to 4. See?
Yeah, same here. I was gonna sell like one plantation just to get my banana research facility just kind of up.
So now I actually can. Now I can focus on max upgrading the towers I already have out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just gonna sell this plantation, just have my 1 BRF down. I'm gonna get a monkey city for your farms, just to help out that a bit.
Ah, yeah. That would be nice. It will save more space, doesn't it, when you're maxing it?
Yeah, it does save on space when maxing it. But I'm just gonna get the tier 4 for the moment. I don't think we need the tier 5 right now.
Oh my god. The ninja monkeys.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get a bunch of shinobis around. And the thing is we still need 7 more shinobis to get a max buffed Grandmaster Ninja.
That's crazy. I haven't seen or tried that tactic before.
Yeah, it's also another thing. Total Transformation, the 050 also has a similar thing. If you just get like 5 ninjas around the Total Transformation and then you put like the 20 shinobis around those 5 ninjas, you know, you get really good damage using that too. And also same works with druid, so I guess it's something to keep in mind as well.
I hope it has strategy for next time, probably, maybe. It looks insane.
Yeah, it is. It does do some really good damage when you give it max buffs. Well, the only issue I found with
if I upgrade this one,
yeah, with Call to Arms, it does pretty good damage. I think I might give it an overclock.
I just activated. Oh, overclock?
Yeah, start overclocking the Grandmaster.
Nice. I was since I hate to activate the abilities myself, I always using tech bots.
Yeah, that's always what I do too. It's just get a tech bot down. It's like I can't be bothered to time my abilities.
Oh, same. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, it is. Believe it or not, this strategy is what a lot of people use to beat some of the hardest maps in the game. I do know that for a map like #ouch, Grandmaster Ninja is the strategy you go for if you do want to beat that map.
Ah, it's is it very close to the druid strategy when you go 0 to 5?
For druids, I would say honestly I feel like it's kind of tough because both strategies have like their own advantages and disadvantages. Like I think the Avatar Wrath. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that Avatar Wrath does do more damage. But I mean, the issue is that I guess it's like, you know, you don't have like camo detection with that, so, and you also can't hit lead, so you have to like buy a MIB. Also, I think Grandmaster Ninja also with the seeking, you know, it's like better against like ceramics as well as doing like some good mob damage. Like with Avatar Wrath, you know, you're kind of bad against ceramics, so you have to like get another tower to help against that. But with Grandmaster Ninja, it does pretty much everything. So I mean, I can't say for certain like if Grandmaster Ninja is better than Avatar Wrath. I feel like they're pretty equal, but it's just that depending on the situation, one tower might be better than the other.
Since well, I've done one chimps on the Dark Castle map. There I used the Druid strategy for stacking attack speed.
Yeah, that's a good
And
strategy
the
for that map.
damage. It was really OP.
Yeah.
When you get the max upgrade on it, isn't it like for more balloons is it on the map, for more damage it does or something?
Yeah, that's how it works. You know, the more balloons are on the screen, the stronger it gets.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess that also means that Avatar Wrath does get weaker the more balloons you pop, because if you're popping the balloons, you won't have as many balloons on screen. So Avatar Wrath kind of anti-synergizes with itself. If you want to get the most damage, you don't really want to pop anything. I just kind of realized that.
Ah, yeah. I haven't been thinking about that before.
And look at that, you know,
Okay,
Grandmaster Ninja does really well against the BAD.
What?
Yeah. You know, just absolutely melted, you know.
Crazy.
That was fun. Would you like to go to free play?
Yeah, it was really fun.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, we can go for the free
Free play it is.
corners. We can both try to get the Vengeful True Sun God at the screen at the same time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's actually you can only have one on the screen at one time. I did actually look into that, but unfortunately you can only have like one at a time.
It would be so sick if it was possible.
Yeah, it would be fun if it was possible. But I think but I think maybe if you use like the unlimited tier 5s mod, I think maybe you could do it then. I actually want to try that out, see if it actually works. I feel like that would.
That's Ace looking ship.
Oh yeah, that's from Etienne. That's what his level 20 ability is.
Wow.
Yeah, he has a permanent it's a permanent UCAP that just kind of flies around the screen, and if you use the ability, it turns green and does more damage, like you can see here.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah, a lot of the hero skins look really great. You know, no problems there.
Wow.
Also, I just realized I can have a Grandmaster Ninja of my own, so I think I am gonna do that. Place one down here.
I definitely have to try that hero. Sabotage upgrade, or also the fourth upgrade on the Ninja Monkeys.
Which upgrade?
Bloons Sabotage.
Oh yeah, Bloons Sabotage is definitely worth it. I would say this is one of the best upgrades in the game, just because for 15 seconds it slows down every blue on screen by 50%. Yeah. And then I think Grand Sabotage, it slows down balloons for 30 seconds, and then the balloons and then the mobs that spawn with like less health.
So for more it is, for stronger they get, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. The more shinobis that are in range of the Grandmaster, the stronger they get, as it increases attack speed and pierce.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like a lot of cool interactions when it comes to just towers in general.
Yeah, it's many different cool interactions. It's crazy. It's probably many different interactions I haven't tried yet. So
Yeah, there are, like, you know, Grandmaster and Shinobis are pretty good. The total transformation as well as Shinobis are also really solid.
is many of them useful in like expert maps where you play chimps and stuff?
I mean, for chimps on extra maps, majority of them no, simply just because I think for the meta right now for a lot of extra maps, Pirate Lord got buffed massively, so that's pretty good as well. Sky Shredder is also a really solid option. I think for Ravine chimps, I think for the longest time, I think Sky Shredder still is the best option if you're doing like Ravine chimps. But I mean, you can make like a bunch of different strategies work. There are YouTube channels that are entirely dedicated to like testing out weird strategies on a bunch of maps. But if you're like trying to like play it and not have like a massive headache trying to beat them all, then you are kind of I guess railroaded into a few towers.
Okay. 60 or something? 260, 270. I think that's my highest round record.
Pretty good, pretty good.
I was looking at your video where you
Oh, I got to
showed a
around
guide.
400. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, getting to around 400 is kind of a slog, not gonna lie, just because every round takes so long. It feels like it takes like 10 minutes to like get past a round in like late replay.
Yeah.
But it is possible.
Isn't it like, yeah, isn't it like for higher round you get, for faster mobs you get as well?
Yeah, they get stronger and faster every round. Believe it or not,
Alright.
that actually starts on round 80, I believe. Because if you do some testing in like Sandbox, what you'll kind of find is a round 1 bad has less health than a round 100 bad. And so that actually starts like on rounds like 81 plus. But it's not really noticeable in my opinion until you get to like 120.
So it already started around 80. I've seen the experiment when someone tried to send out a mob on round 999.
Yeah.
It went from start to end on 2 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's like at that point you're not popping that. There's no way.
Oh.
We struggled a bit to that fortified bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. We're gonna start seeing fortified bads now after this round.
I have 600,000 if you need it for something.
I mean, no, I'm pretty set here. I'm just waiting, to be honest.
Yeah. Same. So far it looks good, I guess. It's fun with all these ninja kiwi birds jumping around on the map.
Oh yeah. Each ninja has its own like individual pet, so that's also something. I do think it's quite nice that like Ninja Kiwi put like their own like avatar in as like a pet in the game. I think that's kind of cool.
They are advertising themselves, yeah.
Yeah, they're advertising themselves.
Like a skull.
Yeah. Yeah, also forgot we got a bunch of co-op emotes, although I don't really have too many. Except for this
Wow!
flexing one, yeah.
I think I have 0 of them.
I don't
I
really
think.
ever really get too many though. I think that's like the only one I have that's like exclusive. All the other ones are kind of like they come with the this game default.
I guess this is not any exclusive one.
Nah. I think like the exclusive ones. I wouldn't really say exclusive, but I guess the ones you had to like buy in the trophy store have like a purple
Yeah.
border around them.
I don't have so many of the trophies, I think.
Yeah, I mean me neither
So
because I don't really play like Odysseys or races too much.
same.
So like really my only source of like gaining trophies is like doing bosses. But I don't really like do those like too often, like
Mhm.
on my own. So the really the only time I kind of go and try to collect trophies is during like special holidays like Halloween, Christmas and all that. Ninja Kiwi will actually have like limited edition like cosmetics for that holiday. So I do try to grab those just in case they decide one day to never release those again.
Ah. So it's some limited editions.
Yeah, they are limited edition for that season. Like we just had the ones for Christmas where it's like you had I think the options where you could buy like a skin for the tack shooter that makes it shoot out icicles, and then
Wow.
for the ninja monkey there was a skin that made it like throw out snowflakes.
Mhm. Is it that we see now
Yeah, that's
in
the
the
one that I
animation?
have. Yeah.
Ah.
And then there's like a bunch of other cool ones. Like there's this one that makes like mortar like have, if I move it away, but like yeah, like when it explodes it like explodes into like snowflakes and whatnot.
I think I have. Mm, I have bought something from the trophy store, but I think that was only a skin for the Bloons back in the days.
Yeah. I see it. It's like the it's like, isn't it called like the neon DDT skin? Or the spider one?
Oh yeah, the spider one on Adora, or isn't that the name? Adora?
Yeah, Adore, yeah.
Yeah. We are soon at around 150 now.
Yeah, almost. Surprised how far this actually has gotten. I think at the current pace we could maybe make it to 200, although I don't think we're gonna beat 200.
It will be interesting to see.
Yeah,
I
well,
have soon saved up a billion.
yeah,
You need some?
yeah. Like sometimes when playing Bloons, I kind of wish there was
There you
like
go.
a native option to have like faster than like what is this, like 2 times speed, 3 times speed?
Yeah. They have that mod where you can like speed it up even faster.
Yeah, I mean I've had tried that out before, but I kind of wish that was like in the game, like without mods,
Ah, yeah, I see.
because sometimes I'm just like, I kind of want to skip to around 40, but I guess it's whatever.
Yeah, I have that mod named the Time Master, so I can skip around.
Yeah, that probably saved like so much time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice to have actually.
I'm gonna get down Bloon Master Alchemist just so that these rounds go just a wee bit faster.
Here, it seems like. No, okay, it's alright. Is it like when you get later rounds like this one that it goes faster if you turn off the double speed, or
I mean, that
does it
actually,
just?
I do find that does happen for like really late rounds, like for like if I get past like 250 or like 300, yeah, that ends up being the case. Or for like early
Okay.
150s, I don't really notice, and I could try turning it off. I don't really feel like I notice a huge difference. Or it just kind of seems slower now.
Mm, I don't see any huge difference, I think.
Yeah.
It's
Alright, turn it back on
yeah,
now.
yeah. Your hero has popped 3 million balloons very soon.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that. And the Bloon Master Alchemist, which I placed down like 4 rounds ago, it's already gotten 8 million.
What?
Yeah. Bloon Master Alchemist is really strong late game.
Stronger when it has a extra tower to buff?
I
Or is
mean,
it much stronger when it's alone?
I mean, it's the only thing like that really affects it is like attack speed buffs. Just because basically what's happening is Blue Master Alchemist throws a special potion that turns all balloons that are ZOMG and below into red balloons. So that's why it's getting like 10 million damage in like 10 rounds, because it's just turning all those ZOMGs into red balloons. So it does really great late game, like with reducing lag and in general just like doing damage. Though it's like its only downside is that you end up losing money if you do go for like BMA and like chimps mode. So usually it's only used in like if you have farms enabled.
What do you think about the top path on the druid?
Superstorm, I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of meh, whatever. I don't really go for that tower too often just because I don't really feel like it's useful in like normal cases. Because in like, if you're playing like a normal game, I don't know, like this where you're on like easy standard mode, you know, it's like, it's just kind of, I mean, I'm not really saying a lot about it, but it's just kind of like there, you know, it doesn't really like, doesn't really amaze me or wow me in any way. It's like, it's expensive, so you can't really go for like in chimps mode. And not to mention that like Due to the Storm and Ball Lightning don't really do too much good damage anyways, so it doesn't really like lead up too great into getting Superstorm. I feel like it's just like, yeah, it's cool and all, but I'm just kind of like, whatever about it.
I see, I see. Well, I used to build it before and use it on the exit on the map. So I could pull all the balloons backwards with the storm.
Yeah, that's like,
But
I feel like that's like the only thing Superstorm is like really kind of good for. It's just making sure that you don't end up losing the game.
mhm.
I feel like other than that, it's just kind of underwhelming.
But it's a long time ago I've been building it because, as I say, it's really expensive for it.
Yeah,
So
it is expensive. Yeah.
nowadays I only building a spike factory for the exit.
Yeah, Spike Factory does end up being a lot better because like Perma Spike is like really good. It's a really solid tower.
Yeah, I love the 025 on the
Yeah.
spike factory.
And I think like Permaspike was like I do want to say that it's like the most nerfed tower in like BTD6, just because I can't really think of any other tower that was like as broken as like Permaspike, like when the game first came out.
Mhm.
I guess another
Towers
good.
back in the days, but I don't. Hmm?
I was about to say like another good spike factory is like super mines. That's also really good now.
Ah, that the one who is like super expensive. That one, the
Yeah, that one.
180
That's like
thousand.
$100,000. Yeah, I mean it's expensive, but it's really good for its price.
I haven't built that too often either, but the Parma spikes, I love them.
Yeah, I agree. Those are really good options.
Is it like when the alchemist, the 205 or the 105 version you have there, is it like when it turned the balloons to gold that you earn extra money from it?
I mean, it does when balloons are in range is the thing. Since it's like so far back in the track, it won't actually turn them into. It won't like give like the gold effect. So if you are like trying to go for like the bottom path alchemist for like cash generation, you're better off stopping at tier 4 because tier 5 ends up stealing money. So it's really only good for like reducing the amount of balloons on screen, but not really for like cash generation. You'd want to stop at tier 4.
Alright. So tier 4 you stop for the upgrade.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird, you know, like bottom path focuses on money making, but yet the tier 5 ends up stealing money.
Yeah, so ironic.
It is.
Is that because a lot of nerfs or?
Oh, it's just like that's just the nature of the tower. That's like the reason why. Is because like since it turns like ZOMGs into red balloons, like you're missing out on the money that you would have gotten from popping the ZOMG. So that's like the reason why.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's like if you like let's say you normally gained like $6,000 from popping a ZOMG. If you turn that into red, you've only gained $1. So yeah. Just like by the nature of how it works, it's gonna lose you money.
Doom on Darling Gunner, the times that I building it, but it's not often, but I feel it's pretty broken actually.
Which Darling
When
Gunner?
Ray of Doom
Array of
on
Doom?
Darling Gunner. Yeah.
It's a pretty good upgrade, yeah. Pretty solid. Has 1,000 Pierce.
When I made 1,000 Pierce.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of Pierce, yeah. And then, like, believe it or not...
And then I have...
Oh, what were you gonna say?
With the Sky Shredder, case, and with the carrier flagship to boost that attack speed even more.
Yeah, it's pretty good combo.
Yeah. And yeah, I see that you like to play a lot versus bosses and stuff.
Yeah, boss balloon content does really well.
Yeah, the thing the thing I'm wondering about is, do you like to summon the Vengeful True Sun God in versus the bosses?
No. Vengeful True Sun God used to be like the best option for bosses, but now that we've had like stronger paragons like, you know, the Ace and the Buccaneer, those are a lot better to actually go for than it is to go for a Vengeful True Sun God. I mean, you can go for it if you have like spare money left over and you've already hit like the paragon limit, but like overall, it's not really needed unless you're trying to get like unless you're like doing ranked and you're trying to get like the fastest time possible.
Ah.
Yeah. So like a high level, like a high level, like I did a video on it, but like a high level Ace Paragon actually basically beats Bloonarius on its own. That's how strong it is.
So it beats Lunarius solo. You don't need any other towers at all. Only the Vengeful True Sun God.
No. Vengeful True Sun God by itself won't actually be able to beat Bloonarius unless you give it like max buffs, like, you know, Ultra Boost and Homeland and all that. And so people have figured out that you're just kind of better off investing your money into just like a very high degree Paragon if you can go for it.
Okay. Far enough, since I have a hard time with prioritizing, like when I should go for the farming and then I should go for the towers and damage.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty like formulaic, like once you get down to it, just because basically like for bosses it's just kind of like you want to place down your free dart monkey, then you want to go place down Geraldo, then you want to place down his action figure, and that's when you start going for like your farms, and you want to end up being like 6 marketplaces. Like the easiest farming strategy is like to get like 6 marketplaces and then sell all that under a favorite trades, and then you can go for like your tier 1 defense.
Uh-huh.
And once you do that, you want to sell your defense and any leftover farms that you may have for like a banana research facility. And so bosses are like pretty figured out at this point. It's like, it's basically like a formula, like I said before, for beating bosses.
On the Dark Castle map, the Vortex.
Yeah, that one.
I gave up that one.
That was a pretty fun one. That was actually one of my favorite weeks that we've had so far. And I don't even think that was the hardest week we've actually had so far for bosses. Cause like there was a while ago where we had Lich on Haunted, and that one was brutal. That was brutal. I kind of wish I did a video on it, because I mean I did like it, but man, like the amount of times I had to like restart was awful. It was brutal map.
Yeah, I tried it so many times and it was looking impossible though. It's
I mean, it's just like kind
I
of
just
comes.
gave up to them.
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of recognize that, you know, like when I like in that video, like I said, the community is definitely going to be divided on that boss, just because it's like half the fans are going to say, hey, this boss is way too hard, you need to turn it down. But then the other half is gonna be like, no, this was fun, it was perfect difficulty, and I think we should do more of that. So I think what Ninja Kiwi might just end up doing in the future is like they'll occasionally sprinkle in some hard bosses, like, you know, Vortex on Shoots, that was another difficult one, as well as like Lich on Haunted was also pretty tough.
Uh, I have finished or Vulture 1 boss, and that was Blunarius on a more easier map. But that was the only single time I actually was able to win versus a boss.
Yeah. So, I mean, nowadays, I really only do bosses for YouTube. Like, I won't really actually play kind of bosses on my own, just because I kind of find them to be a bit boring now. I just kind of end up opening like a tab on YouTube and just like watching that whilst I'm playing out the boss.
I see.
Yeah. It's just like, because it can't, I mean, bosses I find are boring just because you kind of end up doing the same thing over and over, like for each and every week. So I think like the most fun for bosses is like when a new boss like just comes out and like no one knows what's good on this for this boss, so it kind of ends up like you can come up with a bunch of different strategies that may or may not work. So I think that's like the most fun when it comes to boss bloom content.
Vortex on the Dark Castle video that went viral really fast.
Yeah, that did really well. I'm not really 100% sure why. I do recognize that it has something to do with Boss Bloons, but I'm not really like 100% sure. Just because I do notice that whenever I do upload Boss Bloon videos, those tend to do a lot better than a lot of other content that I do. But I know that like the second most popular video that I uploaded on the channel, I got like 18,000 views, and that one was about battles too. And I mean, the video I felt like was like okay. I don't think it was my best work, but that one ended up doing phenomenal. So I was like kind of shocked about that.
I think it has something with thumbnail to do as well
Think so?
that attract the viewers to click into the video.
Yeah, I was like thinking that too. Yeah.
Since the newest video we made for 4 days ago, it was a really good picture that really shows what the video is about and stuff.
Yeah. So I
So,
do think it was sort of that. I mean, for that video, that was like kind of an experiment. I didn't even think it was gonna do like 75% as well as it did, because like I kind of saw, so like I do watch a lot of other Bloons YouTubers, and then one YouTuber that and streamer that I keep on my eye on a lot is, his name is Spoon Oil, and he does a lot of Battles 2 content. And something I noticed about like his YouTube channel is that he likes to include like his channel avatar in his thumbnail, and I looked at that and I was like, hey, it's pretty cool. I think I kind of want to do it. So that was like the first video where I kind of wanted to experiment and see like what would the reaction be if like I put like an engineer monkey in like the thumbnail, even though like engineer monkey wasn't even like the focus of the video. It didn't have like anything to do with it. I just wanted to do it and like see like how that would work, how that would be received, and I think it turned out pretty well.
yeah, I agree. It looks really amazing.
Yeah, thank you. And like I did come a long way when it came to thumbnail creation. Like my first videos were rough, man. Those thumbnails weren't really too good.
Well, I think they are really great.
Yeah. And then I guess like what kind of inspired me to make better thumbnails is, a really long time ago, this guy named Marcus, who I believe also has a YouTube channel, like he hit me up and was like, hey, you know, I like your content, I think you're doing pretty well, like do you want to make thumbnails for you? And I was like, yeah, sure, you know, go for it. And he ended up like redesigning a thumbnail for a video I had, and that video did pretty well. I got like 1,000 views. And so he kept doing that. I don't know what happened to him. He just like kind of disappeared one day, but he kind of inspired me to like try to do better when it comes to thumbnails, instead of like throwing something together so I could just get the video out.
I see, I see. It's a really good with inspiration. So.
Yeah. And so just like most of my content ideas and inspiration honestly comes from a lot of other YouTubers. Like I said earlier, like, you know, Spoon Oil, he's a YouTuber and Twitch streamer who does stream battles too, like on BTD6 sometimes. And so like I saw his thumbnails, I was like, hey, I think that's pretty good. I kind of want to do that for what I want to do.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I made for 2 or 3 years ago, I made another YouTube channel, since I was thinking back in the days when I actually made videos. On that channel, I made content of everything, but I felt it didn't went so well, so I decided for 5 or 6 months ago to start a new YouTube channel again, where I'm actually playing the old good passion game, Bloons Tower Defense 6, and yeah, well, after that I got addicted, basically.
Yeah, that was kind of like my summer story, like I said earlier. It's like I did start a YouTube channel like a really long time ago, back when I was like 10, 11, something like that. It didn't work out so well. I mean, and I didn't even know like what I wanted to make content on, so I just kind of made content on like pretty much every game that I actually had at the time. One of those games was BTD5. I wish I did kind of keep that video so I could see that, but I mean, yeah, so, and then here I am. I kind of start, and like 5 or 6 years later, I decided to kind of restart with YouTube?
Mm, yeah.
It's
It's like, what should I say? It's like, what should I say? It's really good to feel that you have something that makes you happy when you are doing the work, you know?
Yeah, I agree. You know, doing YouTube, it's just like I realize that, you know, I actually like editing videos and I like creating thumbnails. I think it's fun and allows me to like express creativity that like I don't really have another outlet to kind of express with it. So that's also another good thing about doing YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you know, I recently just hit 1,000 subscribers, so I actually applied for monetization, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I was reading it on your channel.
Yeah. Yeah, although
Mm.
it's gonna be a month before I make any money at all. And even when I do, it's not really gonna be too much to really like do too much with it. But I think it is nice, you know, being able to make some sort of passive income by just editing and uploading videos and creating all this. I think it's pretty awesome, and I think I'm really lucky to be able to even do that.
Yeah, it's like what you're saying. It's really fun to making videos and use time to express the creativity. And you can look at the income as a bonus in the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, that's really how I think about it too, is like, you know, making money on YouTube, it's that's like the bonus stuff, you know. I mean, like if I didn't
Mm-hmm.
make any money on YouTube, I would still do it just because I love it. I think it's really fun to do. And so, you know, if I have like an extra hour or two in the day, I just will sit down and create content and just edit. And I love doing that.
Yeah, same. I like to be in that creativity world where I am just I'm just inside my own head
Yeah,
and
you know,
just having fun.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, you know, I don't have another like way to kind of express my creativity that I want to really show in this way. So YouTube is a great way for me to be able to kind of express that creativity.
Yeah, it's a perfect place for it.
It really is. It truly is.
Um, what should we do without YouTube?
Yeah, you know, it's like how else would I like get like express my creativity?
Oh, yeah. I am actually very shy as well. Um, so I had always hard time to express anything outside in the world, you know. So I was like locked down. So the only way that I can um, show others what I have passion for is through the YouTube.
Yeah, it's kind of same
So
here.
easy as that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. You know, I am a tad bit shy myself. I've been getting a lot better in recent years, although like the people closest to me still do describe me as apathetic. Of course, I don't really want to be that way, so that is something I do acknowledge and do try to kind of work on. And I think that YouTube also has kind of helped me through that. I mean, the part of the reason why I didn't even want to really show my face is just because I'm just like, again, I'm shy. I was like, I didn't really want to. And of course, I was always just like, well, if I get big, you know, I don't really want people to recognize me in the street. But I'm just like, yeah, who cares, to be honest. And so I figured 1,000 subscribers is a pretty good milestone to, I guess, really reveal that.
Yeah, that's actually that's actually a perfect thing to do. So well, I can't do anything like that because I have shown my face from the beginning. But in the start, when I started to make videos on this new channel, I was I don't know, I was very outside the zone, the safe zone. So I was what should I say? I was guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to explain.
Yeah, I understand that, you know. I guess, you know, people who are shy, maybe people who are just shy, you know, maybe they just need a creative outlet to make them not be shy. I think maybe that's just kind of what it boils down to.
Yeah, it will help more with the communication and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, like I feel more comfortable just like kind of having a way to like get my ideas just kind of out in the world. And I don't really have any other way to kind of really do that.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah. So I guess that's like my favorite projects like when I was in high school, like my favorite projects were always those where I kind of had to create something original and I kind of by myself. And so that's like were my favorite things to kind of really do. Well,
It's
unfortunately, once you
interesting.
get to college, that's not, I guess, a thing you can really do too much anymore. But it's kind of whatever.
Yeah. So what are you doing now for living and stuff?
What I'm doing now, I mean, I just finished up high school, so I'm in my second semester of college at the current moment.
Ah,
Going for computer science just because cybersecurity is looking to be it's looking to be like a pretty big industry in the future. So I figured if I can get ahead and start on that now, I could probably be well off in the future.
mm, nice.
Yeah. So it's like instead of going for something like I don't know, like business or art, where and there's nothing wrong with doing those majors, but it's just like kind of having something specific that I know will pop off in the future, just because you know we are moving toward to a digital age, so you know we have a lot more technology and automation, and that's the future. You know, there's going to be someone there that has to you know maintain those robots and those AI systems, and there's going to be someone who has to like defend them. So that's why I kind of wanted to do cybersecurity.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah. Although I did kind of look this up, and you know, apparently a lot of companies are favor those with a bachelor's in that, not a bachelor's, a master's degree in that field, and that's pretty pricey. But I am kind of hoping that, well, I do know that that's gonna take off in the future, just because, like I said, you know, we're definitely moving to a more digital age. You know, pretty much everything's
Yeah.
automated nowadays.
Hmm, nice.
So, like, what about you? What do you do outside of YouTube?
Well, other side, the other things I'm doing is not much. I am always with my girlfriend when she comes home from work, and I don't do any normal work like others because I am kind of disabled. So yeah, I don't do any type of normal work.
I mean, yeah, even though you still don't work, you know, I guess you still do YouTube. So I guess like if
Yeah,
you like when you do reach your 1,000 subscriber milestone, you can officially tell people, hey, I do YouTube full time now, since you officially get paid.
yeah, that's true.
And so I
That's
guess
so
that is
true.
something I can put on my resume in the future, is that now that I officially get paid, I can say to employers is like, hey, you know, I did YouTube part time. So yeah.
Yeah, it will be nice if I can just tell people that one day.
Yeah.
So uh, I was going on high school, but it ended, or I just quit after 3 months and stuff, and it happened the next year after and the next year after. So
Yeah.
um, I had really much problems with buying around other people.
I
So
mean, yeah, I didn't really like high school kind of too much. There was really only like 2 classes that I can remember that I really um that like really I kind of liked doing, and that was orchestra, as well as kind of doing ROTC, which I found kind of weird that I even joined ROTC. Wait, do you have an ROTC program in Norway? I don't want to like confuse you in any way. Do you know what that is?
RTC
Yeah,
program.
yeah. Do you have like something like that in Norway?
Let me check.
I guess I'll just explain it anyways for viewers who don't know. So basically ROTC, I'll kind of just, it's kind of it stands for, I think it's like what, junior reserved. Actually, I don't remember what it was called. That was that was even a test question in high school. How did I can forget that? But yeah, ROTC, like, it was a program where I basically kind of like call it military light. It was basically where you had a couple of instructors who were either like in the service or who were retired from the military, and they would teach a class. They would teach about life skills, as well as teach some things about the army, and kind of describe, when I describe it to people, like, people are like, oh, so it's a class where it pushes kids into the military. And while that does happen, that's not the main goal of the class. They said that the goal of the class was to prepare students to become better citizens, which I do agree with. And so the reason why I like that class, even though like every Friday we had to do physical training, so we had to like go out, run laps, push-ups, sit-ups, what that. Then on Thursdays we had to wear a uniform where it was like this nice dress attire. You had like buttons, ribbons, and all that stuff. And so the reason why I liked that class, even though I had no interest in going into the military, was because I met a lot of really cool people, and I don't know how I would be today if I didn't actually meet any of them.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why I kind of really loved ROTC. And that's like, really, ROTC is the only reason why I would even go back to high school, is just because those people that I met, they were really cool people.
Nice, nice. Well, after the high school, when I went on it, uh, I slowly lost more and more and more of my friends, sadly.
Yeah, that does end up
So
happening. I mean, the people that I did meet in ROTC, I don't really talk to any of them now, but I think it still is nice to have those memories, of them. I don't
yeah,
think I will forget them. They were always pretty cool. And since I do kind of live in a small-ish town, I still may sometimes like bump into them just like kind of randomly, either if it's like at the store or just like at a random public event. I still will see them, but it's like, we aren't talking really as much.
well, I'm talking a little bit with one of my friends, but he's not so often anymore because he moved far, far away. So it's
Yeah.
really hard to keep the connection.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of want
Um,
to say a message to all of my younger viewers who are in middle school and high school, or like even in college. I encourage you to really cherish those times, because you'll never have an opportunity to make friends or make connections like that like ever again. And I think you can agree with that too. It's like you won't ever have like be in the environment or the opportunity to like really make connections like you could in high school or like in middle school.
yeah, exactly. Always keep on that memories and do something when you can and are surrounded by other peoples. Make connections, do stuff,
Yeah, like,
live
don't
the
waste
life.
your high school years. You only have 4 years of that until you're considered an adult and you have to go out and do like, adult responsibilities, like, get a job, pay bills, pay rent, and do that. You have to feed yourself, you know. And so I encourage you, you know, really do cherish those high school and middle school years, you know. You'll never have an opportunity like that ever again.
Exactly.
Yeah, it seems like bads are getting really far. We're like barely alive at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I said.
I think the Spike Factory has saved us a little bit on the end there sometimes now.
It has. It has gotten like 2.5 million pops. Yeah, it saved us quite a bit. 2.5 million pops.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we got quite a lot. And I must say, I think it is quite nice that I decided to do content of BTD6 over kind of playing kind of other games, because something I realized is that the Bloons community is so small and like close together, is that you can kind of make connections here quite easily, and like get to know other YouTubers.
Yeah, when we are like we have the same interest, you know, and it makes it easier with the contact, and we have the same passion, so it's much more easier to do things together, talk together, and all stuff like that.
Yeah,
And it's really nice.
because I mean, I was kind of surprised, and like after starting this channel, I don't know like if this is intentional or not, but like YouTube has started recommending me a lot of other Bloons YouTubers who are maybe smaller than I am, or just maybe slightly larger than I am. And so I think that's like pretty cool too, and I think I kind of felt the effects of that because a while back I remember there was this other Bloons YouTuber. His name is Chom, who does a lot of chimp strategies, and he's almost at 10,000 subscribers right now. But he ended up finding my channel back when I was only like 400 or 500. And there's another channel who hasn't uploaded in a really long time, and their name is Sugary, and they're a subscriber, you know. Shout out to Sugary if you're watching this right now. But Sugary has like 8,000 subscribers, and they've found my content in my channel, and I'm kind of surprised with this. And it's just like goes to show, you know, the Bloons community is so small that it's very easy for everyone to kind of find each other.
Yeah, that's really nice in one way, that it's easier for all to find each other and make more connection and stuff.
Yeah.
I really like this community. I feel it's just really nice, and it's something different from all other communities.
Yeah, I've noticed that, you know, the Bloons community is very accepting of kind of everyone else. You know, it's just kind of like they don't care what you are, you know, as long as you like the monkey popping game, you're cool with us.
It's a really good feeling, and yeah, I have felt lately that it's much easier to get in contact with people.
I mean, yeah, it really is. Just because, like, you know, pretty much every semi-big YouTuber or big YouTuber, like, you know, has Discord, or just has like a very alternative way to contact them other than like email or something.
Yeah, I am talking with my mother, Graham Cracker, and he is friend with Tevity and the Bloon and some other YouTubers.
Yeah, so it's like kind of crazy, you know, how you can like make connections like this easily.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so I guess it's like
absolutely crazy.
So I guess it's like the really only thing you kind of have to do is just like ask, you know. It's just like, hey, you know, we have similar content, you know, do you want to do something together? And like, you know, most people will be like, yeah, sure, you know. Or they might say like, maybe like at a later date or something.
Yeah.
So I think that's nice.
I feel it's really nice that, yeah, it's really nice that people like us can like collab and make some cool contents together and make it even more funnier.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I think it is nice when YouTubers do collab and kind of do stuff to kind of together. Also, I think we're dead
Yeah.
on the internet. It's a shame.
Oh my god.
Said,
Se
all
hur
right.
man... Se
I
hur man
guess
vi pop.
I guess we could stop there because I have an hour and a half of recorded footage at the moment. Surprisingly.
Yeah, same. I have 1 hour and 40 minutes
Yeah.
with
All right. So
recording.
it
But
was nice talking to you. You know, getting to know you and everything.
yeah, same.